Lord have mercy. Roll the clip.
So I'm just sitting in my car until I have to go into work. But on the way to work, I found myself crying over a dude again. Ugh, cringe. But I'm crying over this dude that I was recently talking to, and things were going really good until I disclosed to him that I had herpes. And then things just kind of changed.
Hold on,
At
pause
first,
right
he was
there.
really understanding.
Did she really think that if she told the guy she had herpes, everything would still be the same? Did she really think that?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure, bitch. I got the head of the CIA right here. He'll tell you.
Yo, how delusional can these women be, bro? I swear to God.
Things just kind of changed. At first, he was really understanding, and then a few days passed, and then he was just like, basically, he didn't want to see me romantically anymore because of it, because he was uneducated and doesn't know much about STDs, which is fine, but I deserve somebody that's willing to educate themselves, willing to see me as the person that I am.
No, you deserve somebody who has herpes just like you. Just to level the playing field. It's only right? It's only fair.
I deserve somebody that's willing to educate themselves, willing to see me as the person that I am. I'm so much more than a person that has herpes. I'm a beautiful individual with so much going for me. And it's just frustrating to feel rejected because of this.
I'm gonna say this, right? I'm gonna say this. It's so crazy to me how people sometimes, especially women, can be so entitled, and they're so like, I don't think they're self-aware. Like, yes, I know you got herpes, right? But the I don't think you understand the state you're in. See, when you have a STD, you have to be accountable because for one, it's nobody else's fault but yours. All right, you the one that was, you know what I'm saying, reckless. You're the one that had all these things going on, right? So you cannot blame the people you're dating if they don't want to accept you if you have an STD. All right, that's number one. Number two, why is she offended? Like, I don't understand why she gets so offended when the man says, he doesn't want to be involved with her romantically anymore. Sweetheart, there's nothing wrong with you. You just have herpes. You know what that means? That means a lot of people who don't have no STDs, they're not gonna mess with you. They're just not. I mean, is it mean or does it sound mean? Maybe, but I'm just keeping it real with you. Somebody who doesn't have an STD is not gonna mess with somebody that has an STD. Why? What reason do they have to do that? You got a million people out there that don't have no STDs. And don't give me that BS talking about, oh, I'm a good person. I'm more than herpes. Yes, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. But there's also a lot of people out there with herpes. So I don't want to hear that BS talking about, oh, I'm more than herpes. I'm a good person. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. But there's also a lot of people out there with herpes. And they're great people too. So guess what you should do? I think you should go pair up with one of those people. That way it's even yoke. It's not like you're pairing with a person that doesn't have that disease. You're pairing with a person that does. Y'all have something in common. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the good things about love, right? They say you got to find somebody who you got something in common with. So if she got herpes, maybe she could find somebody who got herpes too. They got something in common, right? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I'm not knocking this young lady. I'm not saying she a bad person. I'm not saying none of that, but I'm saying I find it crazy that she thinks that she's gonna have herpes and a man should just accept her. Let me say this, man. I realize a lot of women, they don't handle rejection really well. Because if you look at her, she looks devastated. They don't handle rejection well. And a lot of times, man, what I'm realizing is that some of these women are so entitled and they feel like if something doesn't go their way, oh, life isn't fair, blah blah blah. Let me tell you something, man. Being a man, we got to deal with rejection all day. We got to take that on the chin and we got to move on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men, let me say this. As a man, you get rejected more than you get accepted. That's just life in general. Now, I'm not saying, like people love to jump on toxic masculinity. This is not about any of that. I'm just saying you got to learn to handle rejection with grace and just move on with your life. Nobody's entitled to give you a relationship. Nobody's entitled to give you happiness. You got to have your own happiness. And I think it's crazy that she is going to come on TikTok crying and trying to play the victim, basically. You're not a victim. You are a product of your decisions. That's all that is. Now, did you do it? Did you get herpes on purpose? Of course not. I'm not saying you did. I don't think nobody is trying to get an STD whenever they're having intercourse. But the thing is, shit happens, and you got to take full responsibility and accountability for that. But the lack of accountability is what gets to me about these people. No accountability. Shit happens. Oh, so life goes on. Yeah, life goes on. And your life is forever changed now. So the way stuff used to be before you got herpes is not the way it's gonna be after. Your relationship partners are now limited. Because I'm telling you, a lot of people are just not gonna accept that. But of course, she's a woman, so a lot of people are in the comments keeping a whole pity party. But really, she should be held accountable. That's how I look at it. I don't really see why she's having this big meltdown. It is what it is. Life is tough. It is what it is. I ain't got nothing else to say about it. It is what it is. Because at the end of the day, I'm sure if a man, now y'all imagine this, right? Y'all imagine a man get up and say, a man that has herpes gets on TikTok and cries and says, oh, I was seeing this girl and I told her I had herpes and now she don't want to deal with me no more. Do y'all know how they would clown that man in the comments? That man will get roasted for days, man. It's crazy. But a woman gets on the internet and she's throwing a pity party, and people are in the comments just like, nobody's being honest with her. People are just telling her what she wants to hear. Well, I'm just gonna keep it real with you, man. I think she deserves happiness. I think she deserves a relationship. But with that being said, man, I'm sorry. The reality is, like, a lot of people are just not gonna want to mess with you. It is what it is. Now, like I said before, in a perfect world, all things being equal, I think there are great people out there. Like she said, she's a great person. You can find somebody who's a great person that has herpes. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody, or just whoever is willing to accept you the way you are. Deal with that person, whether he has herpes or not, whatever. As long as they're willing to accept you the way you are, deal with that person. Because there's no way you feel like you're not entitled to a relationship from anybody. You understand what I'm saying? So if you tell somebody you got herpes and they're not messing with you, it is what it is. It is what it is. They entitled to that. You can't take that away from them. They're entitled and they have that right. They can accept you or disregard you. And in this case, the guy chose to disregard you. So stop having a pity party, move on with your life, and accept whoever accepts you. You get what I'm saying? But it is crazy out here, man. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments, but this is just crazy work. I never thought I would see this. You have herpes and you're getting mad because somebody don't want to mess with you. What? Ridiculous. Anyways, man, please, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me today, man. Don't forget to like the video, drop your thoughts or opinions in the comments. Until next time, man, y'all be safe. I'm out of here.